1, 2, 3.
Dear
PressureLands.
I like living in the Riverland.
It's great because you get lots of freedom and live your life to the fullest, the fully sick free.
So I can ride my motorbike and drive the ute with the subwoofer.
Doof, 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 doof. Ah, it's great. And I have great friends.
I hope I can get into uni and do the course that I want.
I hate having a stress because you take it out on other people.
Which will put pressure on me to study hard and not fail.
I hate when my parents are stressed because they take it out on me and my sister.
Swing, swing, swing. I also find that homework puts pressure on teens.
Which I hate.
You know, home is a place of relaxation, not work.
From Anonymous.
Dear PressureLands. Dear PressureLands.
Dear PressureLands, pressure tells me that there's a pile of work on my bed and it's got my name on it and it's not going to do itself. I'm really struggling with this balance.
It's really good to just be asleep. I just want to stay there, snuggle down so deep that the piles of paper and all the other troubles will never find me.
It's 4 AM and I'm taking a questionable break from work, which determines whether I pass or fail Year 12 and achieve my SACE. Fun. I'm on my 4th cup of coffee and proud to say that I have not yet shed a tear. But that's not to say that they won't come by the end of the night though. So I was thinking of a few things that I'd written, I was reading a few things that I'd written in the last few years, and I realised a few things that I'd like to share.
I've always been distracted by my goals and future chapters of my life and all the things that I could do. It's kind of like trying to call forward a horse with a carrot. When there's all these other carrots around that carrot that look way better. And the horse knows it'll get them all eventually, so it kind of just gets bored of looking at carrots and decides to go on a hunt for an apple. I'm fighting to be here.
To feel loved, to prove myself to others.
Dear PressureLands, I'm wearing Bond's hipster undies. They are black. Smiley face.
PressureLands approximately equates to school times homework plus exam revision times fatigue plus coffee plus hormones over philosophy plus heartache plus homesickness times procrastination.
Once upon a time, there was a boy who hid his awkward spelling by drawing penises and breasts all over his schoolwork in brightly coloured texture. He did this to show his not quite there-ness.
How awesome are bubbles?
They just make you breathe.
I am pressure. I'm every ripping, soaring, deeply throated shame on you. Do more. Be more. Feel more. Want more. Change more. Create more. All and everything you ever have been and ever are going to be. They all keep writing letters. Words swimming and layers of paper thin skin. Dear PressureLands, please fix my life. Dear PressureLands, things are going really great. Dear PressureLands, I couldn't imagine my life without you. Dear PressureLands, I'm really not coping so well.
Once upon a time, there was a little girl who wanted to create a different world.
Keep breathing.
I believe in me. I believe in you.
No, I believe in you.
We believe in you too.
Go team!
Everyone say hello to the Queen.
Hello, my name's Jess, I'm 17, I live in Berry and I'm a boxer.
And she also carries a box of tissues around with her everywhere. Lynn, 21, from KFC. I'm from Renmark, I work at KFC actually.
And he's got a blue Datsun.
It's called Annie. Shaylee, 19. Very born and bred. art kid trying to figure out the rest of her life.
She also has cool hair.
And is very, very forgiving.
Especially when you forget to pick her up.
This one.
And she likes David Bowie.
I actually believe her name is Charlie.
Again.
Charlie.
One more time.
Charlie.
And he's the professional.
I'm Millie, I'm 16, and I'm from Wakefield, and this is my box. See, I wrote Millie's box on it.
Enough said.
There are stories about young people that are told by young people, and there are stories about young people that are told by old people. And there are stories about young people that are told by everybody else in between. Some of the stories are true, some of the stories are ours. Hi, I'm Weedy, or Jess. We have two Jesses. I'm 16, I live in Winky, the coolest town ever. I play the ukulele and the guitar, and I have an awesome band with
Charlie. Charlie.
called Bed Hair.
Go team.
So, welcome to PressureLands, everyone.
Okay, so that's the first part over. We're about to take you into the second part of the hall, but before we do, I'd just like to acknowledge the traditional caretakers of the land that we're meeting on today and pay respect to their elders both past and present. And I'd also like to acknowledge the current caretakers of the particular space that we're using, which is the Renmark Council and of course Riverland Youth Theatre, who this is their hall, and they've very generously lent it to us for this project, so we love them. Hopefully you've all picked up one of these and you'll have a bit of a read inside. I'm not going to explain all about the project and how it's come about, but this just explains what a work in progress is, how we've come to this point, and what happens next. And I'd also like to say thank you to a couple of people. I've been really lucky with this project. I dreamed up this project in late last year from some conversations that I had with a number of people, and then in about the middle of this year I applied to be a JUMP mentee, which JUMP is a new national program for emerging artists in the first 5 years of their career to be mentored by professional artists. And I'm very lucky today that my mentor, who is Alison Howard in the front row, has driven all the way out from the Adelaide Hills, despite the fact that it's her son's wedding on Sunday. So thank you very much for being here. I'd also just like to say thank you. So the JUMP program has supported me not only in enabling me to access Alison and pick her brain about everything, but it's also given us some seed funding to help all of this happen. We've also had some support and some funding from CARCLEW Youth Arts from their project and development grants, and also from Country Arts South Australia, which Jacob is here. He's a representative from Country Arts South Australia. Thank you, Wendy. And thank you to you, for all of you for being here and supporting our young people, because the people in the Riverland, they are our greatest asset. And our young people in particular have so much to offer. They are such an untapped resource. So thank you for being here and supporting them and hearing their stories, because they're so amazing. So what we're going to do is we're going to let you into the other half of the hall, where we would like you to offer something to the project. So there's a couple of different stations set up, and different members of the cast are going to be attached to each station. And you can obviously ask them questions or just tell them things to do with anything that you like. But there'll also be some specific tasks that you can engage with. And there'll also be food and drink. So. The last thing, just before we go around, Millie and Taranji are just going to walk around with 2 little boxes. Any project like this doesn't happen without money. So if you would like to give us some spare change, or an IOU, or cake, we accept cake as well. Anything would be gratefully appreciated, but you're, of course, we just love the fact that you're here, so you're not expected.
And no pressure.